T20 match between Afghanistan and West Indies. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Ali. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
It's probably going to be a good batting surface throughout this match. It might just favour the team putting the pads on first. King, the right-hander, opening today. The left-hander will be up at the non-striker's end. These two will look to make a solid start for their team.
The crowd are making a heck of a lot of noise even before the first ball's been bowled. Let's see how long they can keep that up for. Couldn't get it through the field. Rocks onto the back foot, and that is just beautiful.
Put it away for four. That could have played very nicely.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is focus on getting the next delivery right. Nicked it. King staying put, but the opposition are putting a huge appeal. Out. Good catch, close to the ground. This might be a bit of a suspect review by the batter. I can't see this getting overturned. What a catch, what an absolute beauty of a catch. Zadran, take a bow. Absolutely divine diving catch. Good wicket to pick up, but a wasted review by the batter. You could clearly see and hear the edge and even see the deviation through to the keeper. On their front foot, super shot, should be four.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. And there's no point chasing that.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Finds the fielder with that shot. Eight runs out of there. West Indies are 8 for 1.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
Going with spin now. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Too full, should get what it deserved.
Eyes on the side of bowling slightly further and have been put away.
contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Brilliant diving stop. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cuts through point.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Can't get that outside the ring field. Thick edge. Shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Cuts that off well in the infield. Over. West Indies 24 for 1.
Another strong over by the batters. Some great shot making and running between the wickets.
Khan, the spinner, coming into the attack. Was quick onto that in the infield. Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4. Nicely taken, catching the slips.
Left-handed batter taking guard. What a solid start.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. It's going a long way. What a shot.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
It's almost palpable excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Not too much room and got what it deserved.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. It's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. How will the bowler respond?
Big over. A lot to think about now. You really can't be bowling like that and hope to win matches.
Run rate just slowed down a tad after that over. Good over from the bowler.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Lewis left alone through to the keeper.
precision in that shot.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shots.
Full, do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Leans back and top edge, but it falls safely and it might just be four as well.
They didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Back-to-back boundaries, and they make it three in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot. Doesn't beat the infield. End of another disappointing over. What's going wrong? It's not what you expect from a key bowler.
Batters are set and they're maintaining their excellent start so far.
That's a solid shot. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Gone! Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
Right-handed batter out in the middle, doing some quick final checks. First ball for the batter, coming in.
They've got at least one hit.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
It's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. End of the over. 6 off it. West Indies 55 for 3. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. Rahman coming back into the attack. They'll be wanting to improve their figures a bit. A quick wicket would work nicely.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Massive outside edge. Half a chance, missed. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Not too much room and got what it deserved. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
Charles, the new man, taking guard in the middle. They want to get things going after getting their eye in. He's got their tail up.
And dropped.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot. Transfers their weight back and brings it away for a maximum.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Well played. Could be a quick single.
Might look to go big again here.
Straight to the fielder. Nice shot. Just a flick off the pads.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous hit.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. That's a solid shot. Nicely played. Wins one. Swept away, but finds the fielder. That's a free scoring over for the batting side, taking advantage of some very poor bowling.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Couldn't get it through the field. pace bowler coming into the attack. Finds the edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
That's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it. Dispatching it for 6.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Power and precision in that shot.
Charles was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field into the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Ahmad with a beautiful piece of fielding. Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Square cut, finds point, no run. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot, at least one on offer. It. Big over. A lot to think about now. You really can't be bowling like that and hope to win matches.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Faruqi coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Drilled that one away.
Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Oh, too much room and got what it deserved. Kane with a standard catch out in the deep. Really have to move with it.
Taking guard.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive outside edge.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Edged it. Been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Was quick onto that in the infield. Straight back past the bowler. Great shot. That's a solid shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Over West Indies, 109 for 5.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Finds the edge. Shot, should be runs here. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, my word. Fast reflexes and grabs it. Stunning catch.
The new man in the middle has a lovely technique and will look to get into his work quickly.
Doesn't beat the infield. Power and precision in that shot.
That's a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Big throw there, and it's on target.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
It's really hard not to get caught up in the excitement. The crowd are loving every minute of this match. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Carty, fortunate there. Edged. Oh boy, it just didn't stick. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Naveen Huff with a great catch. They had to run a fair bit and they've made a tough chance into a fairly easy one.
Meyer coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end. He's got their tail up.
Edged it.
Didn't get all of it. Couldn't get the timing right on a full delivery.
And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Great commitment. 6 runs added in the over. West Indies are 127 for 7.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Nicked it.
Getting off the mark in a streaky fashion. The bowler won't mind that at all.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is key here. Too much room and got what it deserved. Goal. Good catch on the boundary.
Chase, the new batsman at the crease. Right-hander in the lower order today. We'll see how he approaches the innings.
Nicely played. And he's one.
Chase gets off the mark.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Ahmad back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Stunning bowling.
McCoy, the left-handed batter, taking guard. They want a solid start.
could be a quick single.
No waiting around. Off the mark straight away.
Shot. Should be runs here.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
There'll be runs here. Onto that early, that could be 4. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. The bowlers just weren't tight enough. Come back with a dot ball.
Shot. Finds a gap with that one.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Delivery just needs to be pitched up on length. Too short, and they're going to get punished on this pitch. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundaries are flowing. We need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again. McCoy went long, high and hard. That is huge. 2 in a row.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Massive outside edge.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Oh, whack. Hit the bones out of that. It's good for a maximum.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. Will force a mistake. 6 more. Away she goes into the crowd. It's a big maximum as well.
So that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Ahmad to wrap up the innings. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Ahmad shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Karti, fortunate there. Lovely balance, leant back and punch behind point. The ball heading to the boundary.
well-timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Too good. That is huge.
Well, those are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
And again, another maximum. All the fielders can do is watch as that sails deep into the crowd.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot. A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
It's 4 in a row. 24 of 4 balls. Carty wants a piece of this bowler.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
And that's the end of the innings. West Indies have set a target of 210 minutes. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
McCoy coming in.
Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you've just got to accept it and move on. Top edge. That's gone well over the keeper's head. And that before as well.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get through.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Big edge. Where's that going? Getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Zadran has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. 17 runs out of there. Afghanistan, 17 for none.
1 gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Going with pace now. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Left alone by the batter.
Couldn't get it through the field. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Waits for it. Crack! And that looks to be four.
Zadran was quick onto that one. Cut it away, through the field into the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Straight to the fielder. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. How will he reply?
Pinged off that.
You just can't have it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Doesn't beat the infield. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be four.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Flicked off the pads to deep square. Just the one on offer.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Runs added in that over. Afghanistan 36 for none.
Well, it's been a fantastic first half of the power play, going at 12 plus and over. They're in a very strong position early on.
Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
You will listen to that crowd. They are loving this. It's difficult to hear yourself thinking here. Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. 6 runs added in the over. Afghanistan are 42 for none.
4 gone, and we've seen some excellent power and timing this power play, but they're going to need plenty more of it.
Oh my, wow, that's just flown off the middle.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Big edge, where's that going? Mayers showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nicked it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Zadran, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bubble. 6 more. Do they go full? Do they go short? What to ponder this delivery after the boundary. I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Edged. 11 runs added there. Afghanistan 53 for none.
5th down in the power play, and they're going at 10 to 12 and over, and doing enough at this stage to chase the target down.
Can't get that outside the ring field. That's gone a long way. What a shot.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. Afghanistan are 59 for none. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle. Mayers coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Massive outside edge. Could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. 6th last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. shot. That's one for the crowd.
Jumped all over the slower ball, only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it. How will the bowler respond? That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh my, that's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. And there's no point chasing that. Might look to go big again here.
Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. Afghanistan 76 for none.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum if these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
They didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. A lovely shot, just rocks back and puts it away.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
McCoy is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Zadran has plenty from these bowlers.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Over Afghanistan, 90 for none.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over, by the way. The batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Great commitment. Nice shot. Runs possible. Mayers finishes off a nice over there, but still nothing to show for it just yet. You feel a breakthrough is coming.
Very good batting after the power play. They've really committed to keeping up with that attacking mentality. Looking to get 200 plus, possibly.
Rolled the wrists over nicely, down towards fine. Fielding needs to put their skates on the catcher.
A good innings, that's 50. Simple rows of bats. Comes up to the batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Flown off the middle. Caught right on the boundary.
Wasted a lot of deliveries, played some big shots, mixed in with good smart cricket, and they've reached 50. The right-hander out in the middle and just about ready to go. He's got their tail up.
A long way, what a shot.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
That sounded good. That sounded really good. That's a maximum. He's got 12 deep into the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Big over. A lot to think about now. You really can't be bowling like that and hope to win matches.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Lewis over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Not too much room and got what it deserved. Two overs in a row. Time to focus back to line and length. Gone again. That's even bigger than the first maximum. I think it might have gone into the wind as well.
A fantastic shot off the bat, but really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch, and admire.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Couldn't get it through the field. straight to the fielder. That's the over. Afghanistan, 123 for 1.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Massive outside edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Doesn't beat the infield. Nice shot, straight to gully. Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, just one off it. Afghanistan at 124 for 1.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum. If these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
That'll take some catching.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lifted it all the way.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise. Oh, that was net. There's an element of insanity the way that sounded. Two biggies in a row.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
The shot's certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Huge shot. It's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. Consecutive 6s. Bowler needs to hit the mark.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. great power, and it's been launched into the crowd for a maximum.
That was a really well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it early and it was dispatched with ease.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be four.
Got the hammer down now. Fabulous shot. Well on the way towards that next milestone now.
West Indies need to put that one behind them and find a way to slow down the run rate.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total. How will he reply?
Nice shot. Runs possible.
A strong area for them. Lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for six.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. That is quite extraordinary. Zadran, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you've just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Too good. That is huge.
We've seen some brilliant batting so far. Not long before they'll get to 100 with shots like that.
Zadran is starting to really get on top of this bowl and may need a few changes to halt the momentum. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Left the wide one. Wicket keeper with the gather. Zadran watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Power and precision in that shot. King, brilliant stuff. A backward square with a great catch.
Omarzai coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end.
again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. King over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
Good return back from the deep. That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot. Might look to go big again here.
Amaze went long, high and hard. That is huge. Two in a row.
So early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Too much room and got what it deserved.
Three. It's not fun and games out there if you're bowling. It's all in the head now. Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Just two to win.
Oh, superb timing. End of the over. Afghanistan, 209 for 2.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing has worked.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
But the shorty ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well.